Meeting is called to order for the Construction Advisory and Appeals Board for June 8, 2016. Welcome, everybody. Regular agenda. Consider approval minutes of March 9, 2016 of the Construction Advisory Appeals Board meeting. I have a motion?
So moved.
Second? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Motion passed. Next on the agenda, consider adoption of the 2015 International Energy Conservation Code and Chapter 11 of the 2015 International Residential Code. House Bill 1726, amending the State Health and Safety Code, Chapter 388. Texas and Building Energy Performance Standards mandates municipalities to adopt the 2015 International Energy Code by September 1st, 2016. Right now, I'd like to introduce Mr. Mark Savasta, City of Longview Building Official.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
We're going to do the presentation, but I'm going to pare it down quite a bit because you've seen most of this already. So I'll try to hit the high spots, and if you have questions afterwards, we'll go through them. Okay. As the chairman already mentioned, the governor signed the bill HB 1736 into law on June 16th, 2015. And as you can see on the left, well, I'll just go on. All local jurisdictions must comply with the new order by September 1st, so we have no options on them. The Texas State Energy Conservation Office has adopted by roll the 2015 IECC to be effective November 1st. And what that means is that book in particular carries both the residential, we're on the second bullet point, it carries both the residential and the commercial energy code, and by virtue of that second enactment, that will carry the commercial portion. The big changes, and I'll kind of put this all in one reading, is the ceilings, the walls, the windows, the U factor, the solar energy coefficients, the infiltration, caulking, and sealing to prevent air leaks is going to be encompassed. And what they're looking for is a tighter structure, and again, for energy efficiency. And again, ducts and seal, in the ductwork, the seal and the insulation needs to be better. And the air handler is also going to be need to be sealed. That's usually something that I have not seen done until recent days, where the unit itself is checked for leakage. There's limited space heating, air conditioning, and water heating requirements. The federal law does not mandate equipment efficiency on appliances and that type of thing. Hot water piping insulation will be part of this. Lighting has moved from 50% to 75% efficiency. This is kind of a very important one that we're going to have a lot of discussion about, and you'll see as we go through the process of training and that type of thing. Regulations for rooms containing fuel burning appliances. Where we used to be able to have an appliance in a room that would be taking habitable air from habitable space, we no longer can do. It has to be drawn from the outside. There is no two ways around that because the air, the structure is so tight that we can't be pulling the negative pressure on the building should we not pull air from the outside. And you might want to think about that one in particular as you move down in your respective trades and such, that's something that's really going to need to be looked at. The reduced duct insulation from 8 to 6 inches, as long as it's 3 inches and under. Codes now apply to building sites, associated systems and equipment, and all the pools, exterior lighting equipment, and so on. Existing buildings will be another large change because all the any space converted to a dwelling unit from another space fully must comply with the code. Now, there is permit for 10% additional allowance with simulated performance options. And that'll be a very detailed portion of submittal. Additions, alteration, or repairs of an existing building or portion thereof shall conform with the codes. Unaltered portions of the existing building or building supplies shall not be required to comply with the code. And that's pretty standard as the 2009 as well. additions can comply alone or in combination with the existing building, or where the buildings with the additional use no more energy than the existing building. So there is a little caveat there. And you've seen this, I think Michael Shirley went over this quite well the last time, but I wanted to reemphasize that each one of those prescriptive performance, the energy rating system, all have a mandatory component to it. So regardless of which one you use, you will have a mandatory component with it. A permanent certificate filled out, and we're doing this currently, by the way, this portion, a permanent certificate filled out by the builder or consultant to be posted on near the furnace in the utility room or an approved location. The approved location is actually it's an addition. What was happening is we had a lot of folks applying that on a service box, and they were covering up the pertinent information. So the approved location will be somewhere where we all will agree upon, so that it's not covering up any electrical or any other equipment. The certificate, it's going to list the R values, the ceiling, the roof, the foundation, the duct, outside conditions, spaces, the U factors, the fenestration, the solar heat gain coefficient, just basically everything that we compile as information will be on that certificate. All projects permitted to apply for, all projects permitted or applied for prior to September 1st will be grandfathered by the 2009 code. So anything after that, we will move on to the 2015. I'm going to encourage you all to participate. We're going to look for some additional training, and if you have the time and the will, we'd appreciate you attending, because it is very valuable information, and I believe right now we're in a position where we'll be offering it free. Any questions?
Adam? Huh?
I'm good. We've been over it several times. And I've been to some of the classes,
I went to one of the trainings.
a couple of them. Yeah. So we don't have a choice. It's state mandate.
That is true.
Well, that's delicately put. Okay. Do you want to vote on this, Michael?
Yeah, we probably need to open the public hearing just to see if there's anybody that wants to either speak for or
Okay.
against.
Okay. Now, floor is open to public hearing. You don't want to speak? Okay. I'm going to give you a shot now. Okay. Public comments are closed now, so now we need to vote on this. Okay, I need a motion.
So moved.
Need a second? Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passed. Okay. Is there any other business? Okay. Meeting adjourned.